Okay, so we've talked a lot about Glass Onion without talking about Glass Onion. So tell us more.
And actually, in a way, we're going to continue to not talk about Glass Onion, because one of the things that happened when I saw Glass Onion was I was told at the beginning, do not reveal anything. Please do not reveal anything. I then did an onstage thing with the director and a few members of the cast, in which it was like, look, I don't want to ask anything at all, because I don't, you tell me how much we're allowed to tell. So what I'm going to say, I mean, stuff has been revealed in reviews and stuff, but I'm going to try very hard not to spoil anything. So Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, which is a sequel to Knives Out, which was directed by Rian Johnson and featured among its star-studded cast Daniel Craig as Gentleman Sleuth Benoit Blanc, with his extraordinary performing accent, which I think we have all grown to know and love. The plot begins with a number of different characters receiving a puzzle box that reveals itself to be an invitation from a tech billionaire, played by Edward Norton, calling his friends to join him on his private island. This is why I say this kind of connects back to The Menu, to solve his murder. Those friends include Catherine Hahn's Senate hopeful Claire, Kate Hudson's Birdie, who is a model turned fashion designer, Leslie Odom Jr.'s scientist Lionel, Janelle Monáe's Cassandra, who is an ex-business partner, and also Daniel Craig's Benoit Blanc, the detective who apparently never gets anything wrong, and Dave Bautista's Duke Cody, who is a men's rights YouTuber. Here is a clip.
My dear friends, my beautiful disruptors, my closest inner circle.
We could all use a moment of normalcy, and so you are cordially invited
for a long weekend on my private island,
where we will celebrate the bonds that connect us, and I hope your puzzle-solving skills are whetted.
Because you will also be competing to solve the mystery
of my murder. Travel details to come. Please forward any dietary restrictions. Love and all my kisses, Miles.
Ma, where's my spear gun? I gotta pack. Babe, get packed.
What's that?
I don't know.
So I think that's I do like the joke about to solve my murder. Please let me know your dietary requirements. So they arrive on the island where the game, the murder mystery game, soon turns deadly, and then it's a kind of cat and mouse whodunit time all over again. Now, as I said, you've seen the film, obviously, Simon, yes?
Yes, because you will, in future episodes, be hearing Rian Johnson and Daniel Craig.
Okay. So without giving away any more than I think is obviously apparent, I mean, both Angela Lansbury and Stephen Sondheim have brief cameos at the beginning. The 1973 murder mystery, The Last of Sheila, which Sondheim co-wrote, looms large in the setup, as does Evil Under the Sun, that idea about, the special place where everyone goes to, and, you kind of then got a kind of captive audience on which the thing will play out. So look, I loved Knives Out. Knives Out apparently made over $300 million on a $40 million budget. And you'll remember that, Rian Johnson had directed the Star Wars movie that had caused all that fuss, which you and I liked. And then, there was all this stuff with the fans complaining about it. But I think this kind of reminds you just what a really accomplished filmmaker Rian Johnson is. After Knives Out had done as well as it had, Netflix reportedly bid something like $469 million for the rights to this and a second sequel, a second in the, Knives Out, so third Knives Out mystery film, with Rian Johnson, Daniel Craig, and the producer, Ram Bergman, all getting something like $100 million each, which is astonishing. The film opens for a week in cinemas, and then it's off. And then it will resurface on Netflix on the 23rd, where it will become the sort of great Netflix, tentpole flagship movie for subscribe to Netflix, get everyone round the telly at Christmas, and this is our big pitch. So they are banking big on it. Although I have to say, I do think it deserves to be seen in the cinema. I mean, Rian Johnson is a filmmaker, and everything about this is bigger and glitzier than the original. The original took place in an old manor house. This takes place in a futuristic glass onion. I mean, it's kind of hugely constructed super lair that's owned by this tech billionaire on a sun-drenched island with high-tech set pieces and futuristic plot points. It's not as sharp, or not quite as sharp as Knives Out, which was kind of, a remarkable relaunch of the whodunit genre. I mean, I think since Knives Out, people have suddenly remembered how much a great whodunit is good fun. But it is terrifically good fun. I laughed out loud loads of times, not least at Kate Hudson as the sweatpants designer who thinks that a sweatshop is a place where sweatpants are made.
Can I just say, as you mentioned Kat Hudson, you said Kat Hudson's Birdie, so she's Catherine called Birdie. There you go. Just thought I'd mention that.
Oh, wow.
Carry on.
Okay. So, yeah, okay, fine. But yeah, so Kate Hudson, I think, is very, very funny. Catherine Hahn is very, very, very funny. And I think that's, that's a really smart bit of casting, because I think she does an absolutely terrific job. Johnson knows how to make this stuff work. I mean, the thing about it is he loves a whodunit. He grew up loving the Christies and, loving the film adaptations of Agatha Christie. As I said, Last of Sheila actually is probably the really big thing in the back of this. But there are gags about, characters not understanding internet gaming. There are gags about Cluedo. There are, enough red herrings to fill an aquarium. And the whole thing moves almost like a James Bond movie. I mean, it's got Daniel Craig in it, but in terms of the sort of high tech stuff that's going on, this could be playing out in a James Bond villain lair. It's perfect Christmas viewing. It's exactly the kind of thing that you can get the whole family sat down on the couch and just enjoy the heck out of it. But I would actually say it's worth going to see in the cinema, because the design of it is really well done. And I saw it in a cinema and I saw it projected, and I kept thinking it would be a shame to only see this on the small screen, because I really, really enjoyed myself. I mean, I thought it was terrifically good fun. Yes, it's mechanical. Yes, it's, it's kind of quirky and but if you compare this, for example, to The Menu, you realize just what a good job Rian Johnson has done of bringing the whodunit genre into the 21st century, giving it all the bells and whistles and all the flair and all the Christmas festivity, because, we used to watch Poirot movies at Christmas. And if they carry on making these, I'm very, very happy. I'm quite astonished about the amount of money that they're going to throw at them, but they are great fun.
Rian Johnson and Daniel Craig will be on the show, so this is all part of the, all the promo, all the interviews has to be tied to the Netflix appearance rather than the cinematic appearance, which is why Rian Johnson and Daniel Craig will be on our show on the 23rd of December, which is a lot.
Did you enjoy the film?
I did enjoy the film, and I enjoyed speaking to both of the gentlemen, which you'll hear in a few weeks' time.
Oh, wow, you've made it to the end.
So, as Cliff would have said, congratulations.
And now that you're here, let me tell you about all our other offerings.
We have other offerings?
We have other offerings. Reviews and big-name guests, such as
Tom Hanks.
Wow.
Alicia Vikander.
Wow.
Tom Hiddleston.
2 Toms.
If you are a subscriber, you get all the extra bonus features like One Frame Back, bonus reviews, that kind of thing.
And our new feature, Question Smestion. So if you want to keep up to date with all of this here on YouTube, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also go to kermodeandmayo.com for all the new stuff about the podcast.
Tap the link. Go on, tap the link. You know you want to.